Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. My name is Daniel and today I'll be showing you the puzzle adventure Go Armadillo by Mojo Box Games, and I already started the game here, and this is the starting screen with the logo and the Armadillo styled play button in the middle and different social networks at the bottom where you can connect the game to or share your game experiences with your friends, as well as credits and an options button where you can turn off or on music and the sounds in the game. And yeah, let's go back, and we already see here in the starter screen how the game basically looks. It already tells you a lot about the style in the game. Really nicely crafted here with the animations in the back with the revolving clouds here, and you already see all those environments in the game as well with the jungle and the desert in the back. But let's just hop into the game, and you see with the leaves in the different loading screens here, and you see a kind of quick introduction into the game, and you see those beaver kind of things. I guess it's beavers steal your armadillo kids, and you get a tutorial about what to do with the first level as well. So you basically just hold the armadillo, pull its tail, and it will go off like a cannonball sort of thing, rolling around, and you have to basically hit those beaver things to complete the levels. Let's just see how it does. And you see here, there's your armadillo. You pull its tail and you get this, these yellow dots here, and they show you where you will bounce off to and which way your armadillo will go. And this is the screen if you completed a level. We got the gold medal because we got all those beavers in one go, and all those jungle critters coming and cheering you on here. And let's go to the next level here, and see there are already more of those beavers here, and you have those skulls up top, and this means those are the enemies you have to defeat. And again, a gold level here. And let's go into the next level. Let's talk about graphics a bit. I already told you, like you saw on the starting screen, really nicely crafted, and I think it really shows here how the game looks. And I mean, it's quite the quality look here. You have these different types of animals with these critters flying around here. You have these nicely animated beavers, nicely animated armadillo here. Everything moves, everything looks alive, and it really looks like this distinct style with a really well thought out overall concept of the game here, of the game's graphics. And this is something I rarely see in Android games with high production value like this. And I was really surprised when I first started it up, because it really looks nicely done, and I was quite impressed with it. And yeah, you see here with the next level, in different levels you get different gameplay mechanics, and here we have snails showing up, and they will slow you down with their slime if you hit them. So there's always something new popping up here, which you have to consider if you want to beat the level with the greatest efficiency. And let's go back to graphics. As I said before, really nicely done here, really high production value, and I think in terms of graphics you couldn't do any better with any current Android game like this. I mean, of course there are a lot of 3D games out there, but for a simple 2D game like this with a basic, really basic gameplay mechanics, this is really something different here. And sounds as well. I mean, you might hear it in the background. You have those different indicator sounds for when you hit an enemy, when you complete a level. You hear all those animals in the background, as well as different music titles playing here with original, well, it's original music, really fitting, really nicely done here. And you basically, the same thing goes for sounds as it did for the graphics. It really adds to the high production value. And here we have a new, well, tutorial kind of, well, layout here, which explains what other things here do. You have these vines coming out of the ground, which will slow you down, but if you hit those other plants up there, you will go fast again. So let's just check this out for a bit, and we have the vines in the middle. And, well, you could avoid them or you could just go right through them, but if you go right through them, you will be slowed down significantly. So, not always the best idea, but we made it through and we, well, scored a silver medal here. And there's another gameplay element showing up again, and it's basically movable, well, objects in the game. You have to move them in order to, well, advance here. So you can move this block of crystals, I think it's crystals, from left to right or right to left, and you have to basically, well, make it to the other side. And let's just go ahead and let's just press this here again, this different plant here, and it will spit you out, and, well, you will continue on to the other side here. And we hit all those beavers here. Yeah, sounds, let's go back to this, to sounds again. I mean, I think I told you everything about the sounds. Really nicely done. And, well, nothing more to say here because it's really quality work here, and the same goes for graphics as well. And controls, it's basically one-touch gameplay here. You just have to tap the armadillo, pull its tail back, and get it moving. There's nothing much more to do here. You have a tutorial in the beginning explaining everything there is to do, as well as tutorials for every new kind of gameplay element in the game, which is quite nice and which doesn't really need words because it has those pictures showing you what to do, which is basically enough here. And it's really intuitive, and after a while you just, well, it just comes naturally. But one thing I thought was kind of, well, sometimes a bit annoying. If you're pulling back too far, you reach the, well, with your finger you reach the border of the screen, and sometimes you unintentionally release the tail of the armadillo, and, well, you have to basically reset the game or reset the level if you want to get a perfect score here. So yeah, controls quite good as well. So the overall technical production value of the game is pretty high, and something you rarely see in any kind of, well, Android game these days, I'd say. And in terms of originality, I mean, it's a basic puzzle game. There are a lot of puzzle games like this out there, and the idea isn't something new, but the overall, well, concept of the theme and the armadillo and how it will is styled and how you have the graphics, well, working for it is really something that adds to the originality of the game, because you hardly see any kind of game with this kind of production value in the store and with this theme as well. So it really stands out, I think, and if you're looking for a puzzle game like this, this would be, well, my first choice actually, because it just, well, from the technical standpoint, it just, well, knows what to do, and you really get something out of it. Well, you really get the value, the production value with it. And this adds to the replayability again, as well, because it just looks nice. You want to play it again, well, want to look at things, and there's nothing in terms of, well, graphics or how the game is done that really appalls you, or you just want to, well, it is just plain fun. It works and it does what it's supposed to do. So replay value quite high as well. And the game offers quite a lot of content. It offers, well, you can choose between 4 different worlds with 25 levels each, which is quite a lot to play through actually. But what I found kind of odd is the game does not offer any kind of achievements yet, and no leaderboards, and a skill-based puzzle game like this. I think, well, this would be a logical choice, but maybe in the future with future updates. But as it is right now, it's not necessarily a needed thing here, because the game has so much going on for it, and which really helps the replay value as it is right now. And not necessarily, well, a connection to maybe Google Play Games is not a necessity, well, right now, but maybe for future updates, as I said before. And yeah, well, I think I covered all my points here. If you want to read the in-depth review, you can head right over to playandroid.com. You'll find the link to the article in the video description, as well as the link to the Google Play Store. And I really have to say it again, this is quite a great game with high production value. I really enjoyed playing it here, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play this game, and I hope you'll tune in next time for those videos here on playandroid.com and our channel. And until then, I say goodbye.